Welcome to George Coll Fine Art. Here, the viewer is encouraged to get outside and paint from life. George's job is to provide the tools to solve the many technical challenges faced in rendering landscape paintings. View the library of landscape paintings offered and become a subscriber. You can also purchase tutorial videos, plus original tutorial and studio paintings. Thank you. And if you like what you see, click the subscribe button and join in on the fun.
Hello and welcome. I'm George Coll to part 2 of the drop-off. Part 2 of a 3-part series. And I want to thank Micah for the intro. That was a fun intro. And so today was Balance Day to try to look at the whole painting and say what's too bright, what needs to be increased, what needs to be decreased, what needs to go darker, what needs to go lighter with heavier paints. So because we had that nice foundation from yesterday of our best stab at a color value, we can increase and build on that today. So get outside and paint. Paint with your friends. Get critiques and don't be intimidated by a white canvas. Keep painting, that's it. All right, let's get to painting. All right, bye-bye. Hey, hello again, and part 2 for the drop-off. So this is rocks and fast-moving water, so that's what we're going to concentrate on today. So when I came in this morning, took a fresh look, and I've got some shape changes here. I think I need to, this rock is not big enough and it's not tilted enough, so I think it needs to be moved over a little bit. I need a dark over here, and I think this rock, I've got rock problems, so I might do some changes on the drawing on that. But what I'd like to concentrate most on is this kind of important area down here that shows the rushing water. So that's my big thing to do down here today. Alrighty, so let's start talking about getting some changes then. So if I need to change this, let me get some dark blue, brown, burnt sienna, raw sienna, transparent oxide red, something brown, I guess. And we need some light. So I think the light here, so it was some sort of greeny light color. Let me get some white in there. Oh, I didn't have enough white. I need to squeeze out some white. Please do that. Okay. On this way. Here we go. And let's get busy. So I think I need some of this lighter color. It's a little stiff, so let me get some. There we go. Let me see if it's a little light. Let me get some more greeny gray in it. I think it kind of goes over here. Over in there. Okay. So I may have to change the dark here a little bit and put some tilt on it. And I need some dark right over here. Okay, that'll work. All right, what's next? So let's get down here and work on rocks and rushing the water. Pick up this warm stuff, get it out of the way. So today is balance day. I'm trying to, well, you have to pick up any shape changes. That's what I started with. You see a mistake, it's a good time to get that done before you start laying in all this heavy color that we do at this stage. So I want to start making something that's blue and got some cobalt, that's good. A little bit of white. And I want some better color than just these dark guys in there. So what I'm going to do is get some ultra blue and something green in there. Maybe a little bit of brown. Something to just show some interest in this, in these dark guys. So they're just not so ominous looking. I think I just need some blue in there. Blue. A little bit of red, alizarin, for a purpley look. All right, so I think we've got something to work with. And of course we've got our whites, and I think we're ready to go. So let's get started. And I'm going to start with a number 4 2025 rosemary long flat. I'm going to start with my water, see how that color looks. That is a nice color. And what I see is there is water rushing around these rocks, and that's what I'm going to be working on. Get a little bit more ultra in here. So we have kind of some sort of feeling that water is coming over the rocks. Let me try some of this darker color I mixed in here. And that's better. Yes, blue, red, a little bit of brown. And I'll put some in here too. And in here. And in here. These should be bigger. Okay. And I'll use a little right in here. Here. Lower, lower. So what I'm doing is looking at the reference and seeing how the reference can help my shapes be in the right place, and give me ideas about value and color. Not so bad. Okay, we're working here. This is good. Need some sort of neat green. What's some? So if you have some permanent green and some cad yellow light, that might be what you'd be looking for here. Wish I had something more vibrant. What could I do for that? I don't know if I have any Charvin light Viridian left, but I'll try. See if I got it. I've got a little bit. Maybe that'll do it. think she is done. See if that'll improve my green. Oh, that gave it some life. Good. And I'll put a little of this right up in here too. All right, we can do it. Let's get back to water. I think I need a little bit smaller brush for that to work. Let me look here, see what I can do. And I'm going to switch over to a Princeton. Same type of brush, it's kind of stiff. It's a Princeton 5200 flat. So see, it's kind of same kind of stiff stuff. All right, more blue, more white. Alizarin, Ultra. And I'm just going about my business here, trying to get these blues where they should be. And I think I kind of have a design like this coming over this rock. And a kind of a thing up in here. And then down here I have a area, and I need to increase the size of my darks. So I'm going to go back to a dark brown, blue, alizarin, and I think this needs to go up. This needs to go up, and it needs to have some darks below it. And there's another dark down here. And there's a good dark in here too. Here, here, here. I really like working, I mean, I'd rather be outside working, but what's nice here, I have the monitor right to my right, just as you guys have, that I've edited into your screen. And you can see that that stuff's kind of handy. Just turn your head and it's all right there. I think that's starting to make some sense. I think we need some of this darker stuff in here. Since I have it, and I'm going to get a little bit more brown in there, red. Put a little viridian to tame it down. And I'm increasing the size of this rock just by, there's a shape change I needed, and I like that. Okay, I think it's, you know, a little bit more true to form, and I think it's a good reference. I did some editing on it, but I think basically what I have there is not a bad thing to try to duplicate. Oh boy, okay, let's get back to water, huh? Keep getting distracted here. How am I doing my time? Whew. Chewing up half my stuff here. So you see how I just do a little drag over? And these, a little bit harder brush can do that. You can also do it in smaller brushes, but I just like the way of this kind of scrapey feeling that these brushes do. Because I already have a nice base from yesterday. Let's see, I need I need to run a good angle cut right here. And I need some of this strong blue, stronger blue. So I'm getting some ultra and some cobalt, and I'm putting it over the top of some of these guys here. And just putting them in a few places. To show the importance of these darks. I need a dark on this side of this one right here. Good. More dark. This time I'm getting just purple, blue, and red. Purple. And I am going to get some dark in here. And that's going to be it, right? He says. Trying to see where my reds are in here. All right, now I need to finish up with my blues before I go to some other watercolors. Okay, I need blue, cobalt, white, white, oh, this is really fun being down here. I'm not being sarcastic, I just really love this searching around on where to lay these things. Let me get this up so I can paint the bottom of this. And a lot of rushing water around this guy right here. Right now I want to go to a greener mixture. I don't want to overdo it, but there's subtle greens in here. So I made that color over here with some permanent green and some cad yellow. And I'm going to use that now. Get a little blue in it. And let me see if I can get this taken care of. Some of this green in here. You're seeing, I don't see any green. We just have to look at this reference. You can see it. And it's important stuff. And there's some right in here too. Let me get this restabilized. And get some greens in this area here. And I see some greens up in this area. Right now you're saying, I see dappled light coming through, and you're exactly right. Oh, you didn't say that? Okay, no, I'm joking. But you see, you can see dappled light coming through on the water, just as you can see in other parts of the painting. And so we will take care of that now. So I'm going to go to a softer brush, and I'm going to use a number 4, 279 long flat. It's a soft brush. So I'm going to just get some, go into my white pile. I have a little bit of contamination in this area because I've been dipping in with my brush, and I'm going to start getting some light stuff taken care of, and that would be right in here too, and here, and here, and a bunch of it right in here, just gobbledygooked up in here. Just parts of it here, and a little bit right in here. Whoa, good. I think that's a little flatter. This is a little bluer, right in here. That's too blue. Knock it down with some brown. So brown, red, knock it down. Okay, time to get back and take a look at what you've done. Sip your coffee and see if you can move on from this area for now. I am ready to continue on with water, but move above. Let's get up in here. So, here we go. I think we need some good white up in here. Right here. And here. And a big squawk right in here. Okay, I need to squeeze out more white. More white. I'm going to have to use the tube squeezer. I really like this. It's the best tube squeezer I've ever had. And it's really good because it's not too hard to work. So you open this thing up, stick the tube in there if you can get it in there. And it does, I don't know why it's so difficult when I'm on camera. There we go. See, it just really moves right up there and you will be good. Now look at that, I have lots and lots of white now. Okay. Lots of white. Okay, back to white. And we have a big bunch of it come right down here. You can see at this stage of the game, I'm putting in thicker paint. Doesn't have to be that thick, but it is important to lay it on a little thicker than what we've done with our base coats. So basically at the bottom of a little waterfall, it kind of bubbles up, and that's what catches the light, and that's what I'm painting, is this rushing water with a lot of reflective bubbles in it. And I will reinforce this. And I need some other places, which would be here. And I have to put some right in here, which is really an important one. And another one, I think, right in here. Starting to look like moving water. Okay, I need a big bright right up in here. It's a little too much. Let's go back to my blues and greens and fix that. And then I need some white right in here. And right in here. A little dab. Wow, looking good. So for homework, I want you to start thinking about getting some more work in these rocks and some a little bit of hint of something back in here. What I mean by that is you have these darks, and I'm thinking of mixing a kind of a subtle gray-green, which would be a blue and a yellow ochre. With a lot of yellow ochre, maybe some yellow ochre gold. And putting in some subtle colors. Let me make a few ideas here. That needs to be darker, or blue, more ultra blue. There we go. It's just too dark back there. And what I'm trying to put here are some pine trees. And then what you can do is get your knife and get some sort of a lighter yellow ochre brown. Get a little bit of burnt sienna, raw sienna, and put some trunks in here. Needs to be lighter, and more. There we go. And that gives you some sort of feeling that, oh, there's something back there. That may be too much. Well, the jury is still out on that one, okay? I'll put more darks on the bottom. Dark. More darks, blue. I'm going off the reservation here. I'm starting something here that I don't know if I'm going to keep or not, but I will check it out as I go. You keep your darks in there, that's for sure. And maybe as you go down, make it even darker. More dark, subtle blue-green here. Some viridian in it. I mean, really dark. And get a little bit more blue in there. And then dark, dark. So it's going to be red, blue, green. Wonka. Whew! That did something, didn't it? In a good way. All right. Hey, back here, it looks pretty good. I like this. Well, what I'm going to do, because we're coming up to the end of our session here, I'm going to continue playing around in the water, not too much, but I want to start thinking about what to do in these two rocks here, and maybe do some rock work. I know that, it needs some bright colors. I experimented with some Indian yellow there with my knife, and that seemed to have some neat effect here. And sometimes just some knife work over the top of these rocks can really help. But it takes a combination of, I think, some subtle knife work with a combination of brush. And that's what I'm doing here. So just pick up the knife, get some of these nice subtle colors, run them off here, and keep doing that. And I think I've got some good ideas of what to do in here with the light that's coming through. So you can get some of that good knife work in here to work on that. Okay, enough information. Let's bring this to a close. Clean your brushes, and I'll see you in part 3, and hopefully we'll finish this painting. Okay, thanks for coming by.